Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin's, and we're back for another edition of PauLInstaMyooin's personal best opinions on Pokemon. Now this edition will be about Slowpoke and Slowbro. Now they both have the same exact moves, almost all the same held items, but Slowbro has a different held item. Uh, you'll know why, but anyways. And then the same ability as well. So let's get on the moves for Slowpoke and Slowbro. For Gold, Silver, and Crystal, first of all you want Psychic. Psychic is a 90 power, 100 accuracy, special Psychic type move, and very common, powerful psychic type move, being it also is just straight up called psychic. It also has a 10% chance to lower the special defense of whoever you hit this move on. So yeah, it's pretty good in general. Then we got Water Gun. Water Gun is a 40 power, 100 accuracy, special water type attack, and it's the basic of all water type moves pretty much, aside being below that bubble. Um, but yeah, it's pretty basic, no special effect. And then for Headbutt, that's a 70 power, 100 accuracy, physical, normal type move. Now this move has, actually, I believe other Pokemon I researched in this whole series. I believe I forgot to say the other ability of effective Headbutt outside of battle. So in the later generations, I think even just starting in Generation 2, when you have the Pokemon with Headbutt, you can go up to a tree and you have the Pokemon with Headbutt in your party. It'll say if you want to headbutt the tree. Now, usually that's sometimes it'll just say nothing happened, but most of the times you'll get an encounter from Pokemon, so it's pretty cool. You can do shiny hunting there, or just find a Pokemon in general that you want. Some Pokemon can only be found in the trees, but anyway, the cool effect about this in battle is that there's a 30% chance for this to flinch whoever you hit this against. Now, pretty much what the flinch status effect does is that if you get flinched in the battle, you can only get flinched if you're the one that goes last. Uh, if you have another Pokemon that goes faster than you, and then if you get flinched because of them, it'll say that you get flinched and can't move. That means pretty much what you were trying to do that turn, whether it's a move or anything like that. Unless you switch out, of course, then it's you're fine because you weren't going to do a move anyway. But if you're going to do a move, it'll say you flinched and you can't move, and then it'll cancel out that move. It'll just not do it that turn. So it's very good, that effect, and just a good move in general. And then we got Curse. Curse is a ghost status, 100% accuracy move. Now this move works different for ghost types. Of course, since Slowpoke and Slowbro are water and psychic, it has a different effect. But for ghost types, it actually cuts the user's health in half, the one who uses Curse, and then puts a curse on the whoever uses against. And it pretty much, they take 25% health of their maximum health each turn. So yeah, it's a very good move if you're trying to really whittle down a Pokemon. But for other Pokemon other than Ghost types, it raises the attack and defense by 1, but lowers their speed by 1. So it's a pretty good, overall good move, because speed is whatever, as long as you have attack and defense. So it's pretty sweet. Now anyway, for Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, the same move except for Curse, you actually want Yawn. Now Yawn is a 100 accuracy status normal type move, and pretty much when you use this on an opponent, as long as they don't have an ability or something that is up that doesn't have them falling asleep, it'll take one turn for them to fall asleep. First it'll say they became drowsy, and then the next turn they'll fall asleep. So it's pretty good, because there's a lot of moves usually like Hypnosis and all that have really crap accuracy, but this one's 100% accuracy, so if you're not feeling so lucky, then use this one. Just wait 2 turns. Well, 1 turn using it, and then the next turn they'll fall asleep. So anyway, for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White 2, White 2, X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. So the only thing different here is actually, instead of Yawn and Water Gun, you actually want Water Pulse and Rain Dance. The Water Pulse is a 60 power, 100 accuracy, special water type attack, and there's a 10% chance for you to confuse whoever you use it against. Now confusion, pretty much what it does, in earlier generations apparently it was a lot harder to hit through confusion, but in later generations they made it 50-50, I'm pretty sure. So anyways, yeah, pretty much if you get confused, or if you are confused, there's a chance you'll hit yourself in confusion, and that can do a lot of damage to yourself depending on what you're trying to do, like a high power move. Or you can just hit through it and just do your attack or whatever you're trying to do that turn. So it's a very tricky status effect. And then Rain Dance. Rain Dance is a 100 accuracy status water type move, and for 5 whole turns, this is the main effect of this is it boosts the power of water type moves by 50% and lowers the power of fire type moves by 50% while it's raining. But there's also some other special effects, like the move Solar Beam, I believe, becomes a 3-turn move. I want to say, or maybe just has weaker power. Um, the moves Thunder and Hurricane have 100% accuracy. And what else? Yeah, I think that's about it for Rain Dance. You can check out the other effects if you want, of course, by looking up yourself, because I don't remember all of it. I'm not a Pokemon master like that. But then for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, the only thing different here is instead of Water Pulse, Headbutt, and Rain Dance, actually you want Yawn, Surf, and Rest. So I already know what Yawn and Psychic does. But Surf is a 90 power. I think in some generations it was 95, but it seems like it's 90 power in the current generations. 90 power, 100 accuracy, special water type attack. And it's just a really good water move. It's very good. It's also a common HM in most of the Pokemon games. Because some Pokemon can just learn HMs, so it's interesting just by level up. But anyways, and then Rest. Rest is a 100 accuracy status psychic type move, and pretty much what this does is you get cured to full health, curing any status condition and stuff, but you are asleep for 2 turns, but you'll wake up in 2 turns. So it can be very helpful if you're a very tanky Pokemon. And then the held item for Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and the same with Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. They both have the same exact effects, except for in older generations, like I said. It's called the Pinkbo, and in the current generations, it's Silk Scarf. But they both have the same effect by boosting the normal type moves by 10%, so it's mainly good for that headbutt. And then for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White 2, White 2, XY, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire. For Slowpoke, that is. And then pretty much everything the same except for Slowbro. It's not XY, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. You'll see why soon, but for both of them, for offline, you want the Life Orb. Now, what the Life Orb does, the one who's holding this, the power of the special and physical attacks are boosted by 30%, but every time you do damage, you also take a bit of damage of how much you do. So you get more power, but you do damage yourself from your own moves. And then for online, the rule about online is if you have a held item and you use it in an online battle, like your Pokemon like consumes it or something like that because of its effect, after the online battle, you actually get it right back, so you don't have to grind for it like if you were offline. So moves specifically like the Focus Sash that are high tier items that take a while to grind for, are very good. So I'll explain what Focus Sash does anyways. So the one who's holding this, if they're at full health and they would have got one-shotted, they'll always live with 1 health. So it's a very good held item to pretty much have a better chance of winning in general. As long as you don't get flinched, paralyzed, asleep, or just miss your move, you always get at least 1 move off. So it's very good for preventing to getting sweeped. So I'll finish with Slowpoke. So I'll go and talk about Slowbro after this. So for Pokemon Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, the same item for online, the Focus Sash, but for offline, you actually want the Normalium Z. Now, this is just mainly to boost the power of the headbutt, so that's pretty much it for that. And Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu does Let's Go Peach. If I can speak, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Gosh, I don't know why that was such a tongue twister for me. But anyways, then for Slowbro, the held items for Pokemon X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. You actually want the Slowbro Knight, because Slowbro can Mega Evolve, so that's pretty sweet. And the ability for Slowbro, not only is it just a tank in general, but the ability is the Shell Armor ability, so when it Mega Evolves. That pretty much means you won't get critical hit at all, so they're going to have a tough time unless they have like Super Fang or something to get your defense down pretty easily, because Mega Slowbro is quite the tank. It was introduced in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but I believe since Generation 6 applied to both Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and X and Y, even though X and Y came way, like, I think a year earlier than Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I think if you played, like, cross-play between the two, I think you can still, like, have a Mega Slowbro in that battle. I'm pretty sure. That's why I included X and Y, because you can just transfer it over, I'm pretty sure. If not, then, oh well, you know the other held items anyway, it's going to be the same. So anyways, then the abilities for them. Now there's 3 total abilities for Slowbro and Slowpoke. I'll start off with the hidden ability. The hidden ability is Regenerator. So pretty much whenever you have a Pokemon with Regenerator, and you switch them out, they'll heal a little bit of health each time they get switched out. So it's pretty helpful if you're just trying to gain health slowly but surely. And then the other one, the basic ability is, what was it called? It was called, because the one obviously I picked is Own Tempo, but I know the effect of it. Maybe if I say the effect. Okay, so the effect of the other basic ability is that pretty much you can't get infatuated, so you can't like fall in love with like another Pokemon in battle. What was it called? I really don't remember what it's called, but you'll be able to see it, and that's like the effect of the other ability. And then the ability that I chose is called Own Tempo, so pretty much this makes it to where you can't get confused at all, so that's an amazing thing to not be able to get confused. That is awesome. I'm gonna give it a few seconds to think of what that other ability is called, so I can like tell you. But if not, you can just look it up in Slowpoke and Slowbro. I have no idea. I completely forget the ability. Okay, well anyways, you can just look it up. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. So if you enjoyed, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. Link is in the description down below. But anyways, I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin's, and goodbye.